It is 13 minutes to the hour of 7 o'clock in Trinidad and Tobago, and we are talking about the European Union Film Festival. It's going to be running from the 1st of May to the 31st of May, and we have with us this morning His Excellency Fernando Nogales, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Spain. Good morning, Your Excellency.
Good morning to you and to all the viewers.
Thank you so much for being with us this morning on the Now Morning Show.
My pleasure.
We had a little opportunity to chat off air, and we're very excited about this film festival because even though a lot of it is virtual, there's going to be the opportunity for us to go in person.
Yes, actually, yes. On the 27th at the Nogales Auditorium, we will be screening a Spanish movie, Mamá cumple 100 años, a very funny movie, and let's hope that that becomes the norm, the in-presence attendance of movies.
Definitely. Now, of course, over the past 2 years or so, everything had to be virtual. What was that like for the film festival?
Well, there was a lot of uncertainty because, well, we were not used to having online festivals, but I think that it went well. People, by now, we are also all accustomed to watch things online, and the film kept being popular. There was a lot of people going into our platform to watch the movies, and hopefully it will remain the case this year as well.
Now, Your Excellency, if I'm not mistaken, these movies come from all different members of the European Union, correct?
That's right. There are 15 movies. Obviously, the countries that have an embassy here, like the Kingdom of the Netherlands, Germany, France, and ourselves. We show our movies, but there are other movies from other countries up to 15 movies altogether.
Wonderful. And what has the reception been like so far? Because I know it started on the 1st of May, so we're already 2 days in. Do you know whether or not there's been a keen interest displayed?
There has been a keen interest, and hopefully with this interview and all our media appearances, it will grow. But we have till the end of the month to catch up, and this is what I'm personally will be trying to do.
It sounds like this is also something that's dear to your heart. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, very much so. It's one of our highlights of our calendar in cultural promotion. Yeah.
And you did mention, of course, that there's going to be a movie from Spain that's being shown on the 27th,
yes.
Correct? And you said it was funny. Have you seen the movie already?
Oh yes, I remember. Well, there was it's a relatively old movie back in the 70s, and I remember going with my family to watch it, and I remember my two parents enjoying, and my brothers and sisters enjoying it a lot. Yes.
And can you just give us the name of the movie again?
Mamá cumple 100 años.
Mama cumple 100. Mommy turns 100.
That's
it.
It's 100th birthday. Well,
wonderful.
Full marks for your Spanish, yes.
Wonderful. Oh, I see, look, there's an image on screen there. Oh, wonderful.
Yes, that's it, yes.
And you see, that's the beauty of cinema as well, and of movies. It brings families together.
Oh, yeah.
And with what you're going to be, well, what's happening right now, we're seeing communities coming together from all over the region to celebrate. When these film festivals take place, what's the planning like for it?
Well, it takes place every month of May. You have to remember that the 9th of May is the date of Europe. That this is something that we plan to celebrate we are Ambassador Cavendish, the EU ambassador, is planning to celebrate, but again, with restrictions, because when he was planning, restrictions were still in place. But the idea is to celebrate the 9th of May and the values that are underlying the European Union, that are universal values, to celebrate and to become it a very permanent fixture of the local calendar.
Yeah, and it definitely has become a fixture of the local calendar because many are looking forward to it. And I know a lot of people would have been very disappointed. Now, one of the things that you mentioned is, of course, in the initial planning of the film festival this year, that we didn't have permission yet to actually go in person, and everything was being done virtually. So in a case like that, everything is going to be, of course, available online to us. Do we need to register for this?
Well, you can. All the information is available in the Facebook page of the European Film Festival. So for some of our movies, the Spanish movies, yes, you have to to write to the embassy. You will be provided with a temporary password.
Okay.
But once you are provided with the password, you will be able to watch the movie for a limited time. Yes.
Oh, for a limited time.
Yes.
Okay. And may I ask another question? Now, we've mentioned, of course, the movie that you thoroughly enjoyed with your family, but what other movies are coming from Spain?
Well, so it's Azul Oscuro Casi Negro, which is a dramatic movie on the conditions in some working class district in Madrid. El Bola is a very touching. I remember was a very popular movie on a child that is having a difficult situation in his family, but is having relief because he has a new friend. It's a very dramatic but very poignant movie. And then you have also Viridiana, that is probably one of the most famous film. It was shot in '61. It obtained awards at the Cannes Festival by Buñuel, and is possibly among the best Spanish movies of all time.
Wonderful.
And then there is another one, finally, is Campeones, that is particularly close to my heart because it was shot, it deals with basketball, which is my favorite sport, yes.
Wonderful.
And it was shot at my favorite club, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
And it's a touching story about how do you interact and how disabilities are not a major issue, but this is something that you can work on. And people with disabilities, they have a whole universe that we don't know. But it was a very, very popular movie. It's hilarious, very touching. And well, it's a movie that I would strongly recommend. All the four of them are very interesting movies, but I think Campeones is particularly touching.
Oh, well, it sounds like it. Now, you did mention it was shot at your favorite club. So what's your favorite club?
It's a club. It's a basketball club in Madrid that is called Estudiantes.
Okay. So, Your Excellency, I've noticed that as we've been discussing the movies, there's one theme that tends to run through it, which is some sort of social commentary. Is this something perhaps that we will see throughout the movies, perhaps getting a piece of life in that particular country? Or do we also see, some sort of perhaps fiction and lightheartedness as well?
Well, I think that there is a variety of it, and we should be looking at all the films as pieces of art. But obviously, when a filmmaker decides to have a project, there is situations that he or she pays attention to, and this is that are remarkable, so it's not the underlying message that is the key issue for the film. Is the film is said that itself that is important, but obviously the fact that the underlying situation is something that appeals to you is also very important as to why do you decide to spend 2 hours watching a movie.
So you mentioned 2 hours, because my next question was going to be, what run times are we looking at? Because I know sometimes with film festivals it might be a short film or it may be a feature. Are both of these going to be available?
No, well, it's long-running films.
Okay.
And it will, roughly on average they last like 100 minutes, 1 hour 40 minutes roughly. So that's the standard length for a movie.
So where will these movies be showing, Your Excellency?
Well, so I said that there is on the 27th at the Nalis Auditorium, but otherwise it is in the FilmScope platform, and also in the webpage of our embassy, following the procedure that is explained in the Facebook page of the film festival.
The screening at Nalis, that's open to the public, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be open to the public. Yeah.
Wonderful. So I think I'll be there, and I'm sure that a lot of you are going to be there as well. Your Excellency, before we close this morning, just wanted to find out, what is your favorite part of the film festival, from preparation to actually being able to enjoy it? And yeah, that's it really. What's your favorite part?
Basically enjoying the film. So you look at what is available, and then you go through the short explanation of the film, and then sometimes, okay, let's choose that. Well, it's much more fun than the preparation. The preparation is fun. is all, as far as we are concerned, the pride that we have a powerful film industry that has been running for quite a number of years, that it's a vibrant one, that the public, but obviously watching the film is the most fun part of the whole process, yes.
I couldn't agree with you more. Your Excellency, do you have any further information you would like to share with Trinidad and Tobago about the film festival and closing comments for the nation?
Well, I think that the main thing is that to encourage all the viewers to go to the Facebook page of the film festival. Well, my wish is that there could be more festival similar with the local films. And let me also underline that in countries like in the European Union as a whole, but in Spain very particularly, we are waiting to show and to showcase the local culture and particularly the Caribbean film culture that is very, very vibrant as well.
And we are looking forward to seeing it right here in Trinidad and Tobago and throughout the Caribbean as well, of course, because it is online. Your Excellency, thank you so much for being with us this morning on the Now Morning Show.
Well, it was my very real pleasure.
Wonderful. Trinidad and Tobago, we are ready to take your calls right after the break. Stay tuned. This is the Now Morning Show.